This 6'4" point guard might as well be my favorite build on NBA 2K23. That includes the 6'3", that includes the 6'1". Look at what I'm greening with this new updated version of the 6'4". Take a second look at it again. 3 defenders and a big ol' you slap me on my head. And I still greened up 49%. And the crazy thing is that wasn't the only crazy shot I greened in that game. But you know what? We took it to the park just as the same way. This was before it even reached a 92 overall. I'm talking about I didn't even have limitless takeoff on bronze. And you know how important that is on a build that needs to finish just as well as it shoots. But don't get it twisted. I still had the attributes upgraded that was needed to do some damage. I said, boy, show up upon the ground, dog. I had some good little fun with it until my channel recently went through some hard things. I only really got to play 3 part games total with it. This was when it was actually maxed out with badges. You see, it had some little defense on it for the defensive critics that want Scottie Pippen on point guard. You got a little defense, man, a little bit. So in case y'all didn't know, Yaman Gaming got packed up. And it was only for a 2-day span, thanks to God. And it wasn't what you think. I didn't do nothing wrong. I got my stuff back, and now I was fretting when this happened. So you have to excuse me. I was fretting until I realized, let me just, get on my knees and pray to God, man. In the midst of the storm, I got to show praise. I got to show faith. So with that being said, let me show you guys how to make the new 6'4" build. And you're probably thinking, Yaman Gaming, what 6'4" build? The new 6'4" build that I told you guys about in the last video when I was showing you how to core the badges. 30-minute video pretty much. And you see, I got my magic carpet because I was in the rec center with randoms. Only my boy Goat was my teammate. So it was just me and Goat with randoms or AIs versus the world. Before I even show you how to make the build, Steph Curry's main goal is to run the point, get a bucket, or pass the ball. Steph Curry's main goal is not to become Gary Payton. You're not trying to make Scottie Pippen on a point guard, like I know a lot of y'all are doing. Take a whole pool of guards. There's gonna be a majority of them within that 6 foot to 6'5" range, and that's the cutoff. A handful of them might be that 6'8", 6'9". You can't take the special rare breeze like a Magic Johnson and put this as the #1 meta. It's not reality. Most guards are like Scoot Henderson. Well, he's the next level guard like a Damian Lillard. All right, this build is amazing, fam. Like, I went left-handed. You can go right-handed if you want. I went 6'4", 175 in weight, 6'9" wingspan, slight body shape. All right, we're gonna get into attributes right now. I'm gonna explain to you the attributes, but make sure everything lined up right there. I don't have to explain it. Before I even explain anything else, for the defense critics out there, the defensive critics that want every guard to be on Gary Payton, it's not gonna happen. You know what? You want to run guard, you need to have some good attributes on offense. And even as a 6'4" with anchor, it makes a big difference, but I still wanted to max my block and interior out because I get stops in the paint unless it's a post scorer. When you put your steal up, yes, it helps you get better interceptions. Yes, it helps you get better plucks, but guess what? You do not need that. If you're not out here trying to be a lock, do not put your steal up. Because I had a game I had 8 steals with this build in the rec center. And every game I had a steal or 2. And I'm talking about interceptions. When they throw it right in front of me, I jump up and grab it. I didn't put the steal up, and y'all are going to see in the gameplay, rec gameplay, part gameplay, defensively, this build got it. All right, it's good enough to run some defense on it, and you won't be a liability out there because that's what you want as a guard. You don't want to be a liability. I went with the 88 dunk because with Michael Jordan dunk package, you need an 88 dunk and you need a 70 vert. 70 vert gets you the basic contact dunks. That's all I need. I don't even try to contact dunk ever. Now, I have the Hall of Fame version of this build, the Hall of Fame limitless takeoff with the 96 drive and dunk. And Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, it just saves you sometimes when you're pulling the right stick diagonal up or horizontal. It helps you take off from further. With gold, with MJ dunk package, I'm still taking off from the free throw line every single time I want to, even without stamina. So to me, it was a fair trade-off to go ahead and get that 92 3 ball. I needed that 92 3 ball. Since I already had one with the 19, I literally was out here going 6 for 7 from 3 with some games with it. Most of my games with it was a positive. A 92 3 ball, it's a different breed. I'm telling you right now. You can fade from half court. You can shoot from half court. You can make some crazy shots that you've seen in the intro with that 92. And I feel like 6'4" is the best guard height when it comes to all around. 6'3" gets more attributes, but 6'4" is going to get more stops. Even though you don't get the best defensive attributes like the 6'3", the 6'4" is going to get some stops. Now, I went with a 95 ball handle. Yeah, I could have went 96 for the Hall of Fame climb breaker, but I would have took a hit on something important. I don't need that Hall of Fame climb breaker. Give me gold and I'm straight with it. I'm going to dribble somebody. I'll dribble them and I'm going to get past them eventually if I'm not selling. But my gaming hasn't showed up in a while. But you never know. It might rear its ugly head around again. We got the defense already. We already situated. We already told you about the defense. The 57 perimeter enables me to get that bronze menace. A menace is like a baby clamps. You can't get clamps, put a menace on. I love menace, man. I put that menace on. I was boxing dudes. 94 feet. Now, 75 pass accuracy is all you need. Do not put it above 75, even if you play rec center. Unless you were playing some 2K league, only need a 75 with LeBron James pass and style. Remember that. This is where I love this difference with the other build and this build. This is a 78 speed. And I know it's really not... Like, an 80 speed is a big difference than a 78. And speed is very important in this game if you're playing defense. Speed is a genjutsu this year as it was last year. It does not affect your speed with the ball. Now I got a higher acceleration and a higher speed on this build, which just made it really good defensively. So an 89 is really good on a 6'4" build. I feel like the bigger builds run faster when they have a decent acceleration. I feel like that's just the case this year because with a 6'1", you can make a mistake in a game and you're done for. You make 1 or 2 mistakes when you're on a 6'1" guard, you're pretty much gonna lose the game. With this build, you can make mistakes and still win the game because you have anchor, you have a good rebound, you have a decent defense where you can get stops from the corner, or if you want to play lock on it, you can still do that. But you're probably gonna get baked against somebody that know what they're doing. That's why you need to have a lockdown when you're running guard. If you can't afford that, better at defense, and I promise you can get stops on this build. Not every time, but you'll get some stops. All right, 70 vert is good enough for me. I don't do contact dunks. I do MJ dunks. I do cockback tomahawks and I do straight arm tomahawk. And y'all know me, man. This year has been the most delayed it's ever been for me in any 2K, and especially with next gen. The reason why I went with these attributes is like you clearly see gold limitless takeoff. I don't get Hall of Fame anymore because you need a 96 drive and dunk. Limitless takeoff on gold. Now I can dunk from forever. I can still dunk on you. And guess what? I can shoot the ball from half court if you want to play under and guard my MJ dunks. With the playmaking is pretty much identical to the other 6'4" I just made for y'all that's going pretty viral. That one has a longer wingspan and it gets more contests and gets more stops in the paint on the bigger build. And with the attributes right here, I've already explained them. So let's move forward. Whatever takeover you want on this except lock take. Roll the drums down. The new play shot. This year, this is the play shot name title, right? For the most part. If y'all miss me, man, hit that like button, show some love to the other videos. A lot of my videos got packed up and I'm not gonna unprivate them because it's so long ago, man. But it's a blessing in disguise. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep grinding. Let's go. All right, so this rec game right here, this was one of many rec games. So you see, I'm getting double teamed the whole entire game. We have nothing but AIs on the team. It's literally me and my boy Goat, L2, center, big man with a black face mask on, right? That is the only teammate I have. I'm getting double team, I'm getting triple team, I'm getting quadruple team sometimes throughout this game, and you're gonna still see I hung 30 on them and we still win the game, right? Because with this build, I'm talking about, man, I can do anything I want with this build. I can play defense good enough, I can get steals, I can get blocks, I can literally shoot the ball from anywhere for the most part. I can green crazy shots. I can shoot contested fades. I can shoot contested standstills. I can dribble and not worry about getting ripped. Even with a double team, I didn't get ripped Actually, I got ripped one time, and it wasn't a pluck. It was just because they put me in a double team animation and I refused to pass the ball to an AI. I'd rather go out swinging like that, right? But that's decent enough defense. That's not a build you're going to expect to be playing defense like Gary Payton or Kawhi Leonard or Scottie Pippen. But it's going to get the job done. It's not going to be a liability upon the court. That is what you want from a guard that has great offense. Now, the fact that it is 6'4", I love the fact that it's 6'4", man, because I get anchor and I get a good rebound. The 6'4" rebound is better than my 6'9" rebound. My 6'9" get a 65, and you know he grabs boards. This get a 70. So I'm literally out here grabbing more rebounds on this build as a real point guard, a small point guard, than my actual 6'9". And you see the first half they had me, you know, I wouldn't say box because I still hung 15 and 6 on them. My boy Goat was out here sparking and holding it down. And together, we had the lead. I'm full court pressing this guard, but he had some great finishing skills, so you just got to live with it. I'd rather that than the threes because I'm going for the threes. Even with the double team, I'm going to go for the threes, or I'm going to try to pass it to my boy Goat for the 3. And we're just going to live and die by the 3 like that because that's the only way we're going to win. They're gonna be in the paint most of the times, unless it's like a fast break like this. But I'm showing you some wreck gameplay with the build, because when I was trying to hit level 34 magic carpet, I'm like, yo, showcasing this build in the situations, especially against that 2K League lockdown, that no matter what, me and him, I know it wasn't no serious game and we're playing with randoms for the most part. It's still a freaking pro, all right? And you're still gonna have to know what you're doing. Even if he's not trying to do, you know, sweat or nothing, he's still gonna have some better defense than 90% of people that really, you know, sweat the game actually. So, I mean, even if he's literally on his worst day, he's still gonna be better than 90% of people, right? In the community. So that really showed me how good this build can potentially be. Now, I really haven't used it too much in the park yet, like I said, because of what happened this week on my YouTube channel. It was kind of tough, man. It was kind of rough, but, you know, we put faith in God and we trusted God, and he pulled through like always, right? And now that I am back, feels good, man. I'm excited to actually finally get to play some more and get some more footage for y'all, because if y'all don't know, hit that like button. I had to delete everything on both of my computers, man, my Mac and my PC. And I had to wipe them clean and get all my effects back and download everything and create new effects and all this stuff again, man. So y'all know I'm a grinder, fam. Run up the like button. This is the part gameplay. What you're seeing right now is the first part game with the build with all of its badges. That meaning it has gold limitless takeoff, it has all the playmaking badges, and it has all the necessary shooting badges. Now, there's only a 96 overall. This was literally after running in the wreck, so it was some different speeds. We changed up the 6. Then, man, you see, y'all, man, gaming was all here on that Batman activity. Batman gaming, right? But it didn't take long for us to get it right. When you're going against 3 7-footers, pretty much, you got to be methodical with your movements. You got to be methodical, especially when you're the only guard on the team. I'm running with pretty much a lock and a big, right? I mean, that's how you have to do it this year for the most part. You see, he's running on a 6'9 lock, and I guarantee they win a lot of games with this little lineup right here, a 6'9, a 6'11, and a 7-footer. Like, that's some cheese, fam. Like, all they got to do is get some stops on smaller guards, and they can easily win. Now, if they go against some 3'6'9 lineup, they're going to lose every single time for the most part, because they really didn't have no offense either. But for the first part game with it, I can say legit, because in the beginning of the intro, you can clearly see that I was using it before I even really hit like a 92 overall, just because I just got tired of playing my career for a little bit. You got to understand, I play a lot of my career to get those badges and core those badges. And I'm not saying my career as in actual my career. I'm saying the J. Cole court. And with that, it gets a little tiring at times. Sometimes you want to just go out there and have some fun. And I really wanted that level 30 magic carpet. I really wanted that carpet, because to me that carpet was way more worth it than the pirate last year they gave me for legend. And you know I'm not grinding for no legend. You see right here, we sparked one. It's contested. It's contested because he's 6'9" with a freaking max wingspan, bro. Right? I'm pretty sure he has challenger on silver or gold or whatever you can get it at, the highest level on a 6'9". I know he got that, right? So that's some cheese, man. And you have 2 bigs that's going to help out in the paint every single time, and he's a big himself. So, I mean, this is a great representation. Look at this. He gets a challenge. Usually that's a wide open, and I could have greened that. It wasn't nothing crazy. But usually that's a wide open shot when anybody else is guarding you, especially if it's not like a top lock. But, I mean, you did see me getting quadruple team, direct double team for most of the game and holding my own, doing my thing. And I did end up playing against a whole 2K League lockdown. I'm not gonna lie, even though I was running with randoms, and he pretty much, I'm pretty sure he ran in there with the same scenario as me. I had my boy Goat with me on big, and he probably had his big with him, because the big on his team seemed like a legit pro as well. And I mean, we were just out here having fun with it. It wasn't nothing like serious, no stakes on the line or nothing. It was just more like, yo, I'm going against somebody with some value, and I'm gonna try to do something at least, you know. I mean, I got these dudes on my team. I mean, I gotta run point, right? So we did what we did. You know, it was fun. I got to see what this build can really be capable of. All right. All around, I feel like this is the best build. Better than my 6'3". 6'3" has better attributes, don't get me wrong, and you can get way more overpowered stats offensively. But even though the 6'3" can get steals and perimeter and all that extra stuff, guess what? If you don't have anchor, you see how I skied up there and got that rebound right there, right? If you don't have anchor, you're going to be a liability one way or another. And if you don't have a rebound, no matter how much stops you get, they're going to corner mash you. You better make 90% of your shots in the park on a small guard. With this build, you can make a few mistakes against a lineup like this. Show some love to the video, man. I had to go through some stuff this week, man. I had to really pretty much download everything all over again, and that's why this video took so long to push out, because I really had to recreate all that stuff again, set up my OBS, set up every single thing, Elgato, the face cam, everything, recreate thumbnails and all this stuff. But we're back on the map, and we're still gonna go strong. Hit that like button, show love, GVO family. Hopefully you like the build. I got a lot more videos coming with it. This is my favorite build. Big up on yourself, and big up on my